I'm Carol Moog, and I'm playing Sydney.
I'm Stacy Skinner, and I'm playing Myra.
I'm Caity Brown, and I'm playing Clifford Anderson.
I love playing Sydney Bruhl because Sydney can be so vicious and is so insecure at the same time. So it's a nice counterpoint. So I really enjoy that. Yeah.
What I've really enjoyed playing when I've been playing Myra is just all that she has going on underneath. There's so much that she's trying to keep hidden and yet keeps wanting to get out, get up to the surface. And so there's a lot of complexity to her that I didn't really catch the first time I read the script. And as I fed on it a little bit more and more, she became really a lot of fun.
I love the deviousness of Clifford, and you never know whether what he's saying, how much truth is there in it, and so you can play it a lot of different ways. And so I love that, just experimenting with what's true, what's not true, and whether he knows what's true or not either. I think at some point he's so good about lying that he kind of forgets what's the truth.
Well, I think a part that was really challenging was my relationship with Myra. I really do want her out of the way, but in order for that to happen, I have to bring about her death, which is a rather extreme solution to a problem I'm having, which is that she's in my way. So I think being able to portray my my historical affection for this marriage and for Myra in the marriage, um, underneath how much I really want her dead and out of the way, was challenging. It was challenging to try to have both of these feelings come through as I played the character of Sydney.
I think the biggest challenge for me was really the medium in which we were working, to be staring at a webcam instead of a real live person, and the tremendous joy of live theater where you're feeding off of the energy of the other actors in the space and the audience, because of course the audience is an extremely important character in every experience in live theater. And with all of that stripped away, it was a real challenge to keep it real for me.
I would say that the medium is definitely difficult. Especially this play itself is a physical play, and so to be stuck in front of a screen and wanting to move and wanting to be able to do all this stuff, and so that has been a challenge. But I will say one thing that I thought was going to be more of a challenge, but it didn't turn out to be a challenge, was actually connecting with my fellow actors. And so I think we still were able to do that through Zoom and our rehearsals. So yes, we're definitely missing the audience interaction, but I do feel like when I'm looking at them, of course I'm not always sure if I'm where I think I see them is where they actually, what appears on screen. But I do feel like we were able still to get a connection that way.
I hope they have a really great time. I hope that they find it really funny and dark at the same time. I hope I hope they find the medium actually kind of fun, because yes, absolutely, it was challenging. And I think how we were able to work with it is very intriguing, and I hope they're intrigued by it. I hope it holds their attention and they find it kind of fascinating. They were actually doing theater in this way.
I very much agree with Carol in wanting the audience, hoping that the audience would enjoy themselves So bottom line, that there's some joy, that there's some catharsis maybe, and there's some connection in spite of the medium of the human condition and human interactions, as crazy as they may be, that we have to stay connected in whatever way we can.
And I would say one thing I hope they take away, and I think that maybe be good about this medium for this play is, I think so much about the play is about how we try to script our own lives and beforehand and be in control of everything. I think about that. I mean, that's what social media is about. And in some ways, this is what is happening in the play. Sydney and Clifford and Myra, all of them want to be ahead of the game and figure out what exactly is going to happen. So I hope it kind of also gets the audience to kind of reflect on how much is ultimately out of our control, as much as we want to be in control.
I think it was courageous of Ryan to select this particular play because it certainly does have so much physicality. And I thought, well, isn't that brave to try to make it work on this particular platform? Yeah. So I think, and also he kept referring to this as an adventure, which it is and has been. And I think that sense of adventure has helped all of us connect as well as we have. We certainly were in the spirit of adventure together. And I think that added to the play itself, which is an adventure.
Well, just a thank you to Ryan and to you as well, that the opportunity to meet people that I've never met before. You tend to, I don't know, maybe it's different for others, but oftentimes I work with people that I've worked with before, which is wonderful joy. But to meet new people and work with new people is pretty terrific. So that's been a big perk of this experience for me.
And I would just echo those thoughts about being grateful, and I'm hopeful that this will show that art can still go on. Even when we face difficult challenges and times, that the human condition, we will find a way to make art and make connections. And so I'm really happy that Allen's Lane is here to help us do that.
Awesome. Thank you all so very much for taking the time.